This is Ndtv, and you're watching Classics.
Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right here on this episode of Eye to Eye. So my guest this evening, or morning or afternoon, we've lost track of time, you know, we're in a completely dark, crazy room here, Hi everybody, I'm Vivek Oberoi and I'm your guest this evening on Eye to Eye, or morning or afternoon, whatever that was. But if I'm Vivek Oberoi, then who are you? No, 1 second. If you're Vivek Oberoi, then who am I? That, my dear, is the eternal question. The whole world asks that. Everybody asks, everybody's in search of life, you know, everybody is in search of their identity. Who am I? So Vivek, since you're here and you're in love with your voice, why don't you just tell me something about yourself? What kind of a host are you, man? Don't you know how to behave? I mean, thoda sa izzat, some respect, you know, be nice, yaar. You know, I'm a guest on your show. Acha, theek hai, yaar. Cut the entire red tape and protocol. Tell me about yourself. Anyway, you look for opportunities all the time to talk about yourself, so this is the best opportunity. Talk about yourself. Let's start at the very beginning. Humble beginnings, I hope. Where were you born? What did you do? How did you become such a 6 foot ka lamba chauda? Start. Well, I was born in the city of Spice, Hyderabad. I was born to a beautiful, lovely home with a lovely angan. Loved playing around there. I remember I have photographs of me being bathed by my mom and my dad. And it used to be a big kind of an occasion every time I'd considered taking a bath. I used to run around, muck around all the time, and I hated taking a bath. And my mom would force me into this big, huge tub and bathe me. It was really, really funny. We moved to Bombay. I was hardly 4, not even 4 years old. And Dad was kind of struggling here. I remember he had 400 rupees in his pocket, a wife and a son to take care of. We lived in a room that was just a little bigger than this chair. Just maybe a little bigger. We had one bathroom which we shared with the rest of the families on the floor. Chali system, something similar. We had one room which had the living room, the dining room, the den, the study, the bedroom, and the kitchen, all in one. So the kitchen was one little table, one folding table that used to open up, and one stove on top of it on which my mom used to toil. The furniture was, we had one gadda and we had one stool. And that was it. That was my home. That was my first home in Mumbai. My dad's first home, you know, out of his own family house. I remember my dad used to be struggling, and I used to be this baby who was constantly harassing him, and he would try to rehearse and things like that. He would stand up on that stool, which was just too high for me to reach and pull at the bottom of his pants, keep tugging at it, while he would continuously orate to himself his dialogues and practice. So I think it was all drilling in here very, very early. I remember there was one thing that kept going like, for hours. I remember there was one time when for 7 or 8 hours, he stood on that stool and he kept saying, "For strong bones and strong teeth, calcium for your child." And that was in my head, ringing for I don't know how many years after. I can still remember it. Because I got tired of listening to the same thing. And I kept looking at him, okay, do I have strong bones and do I have strong teeth? After that, I did eat calcium, a lot of it. Another very sweet memory around then was mom and dad, complete romantics. God bless them. They love music. So they used to have this one little tuta puta sa radio that used to be in one corner, and they used to try and tune it in. And bade achhe se romantic se gaane play kiya karte the. There used to be these all old Devanand Raj Kapoor songs. And my mom and dad, late in the evening, when, you know, tired from work, having toiled all day, they would start dancing. So I'd wake up and I'd look up, you know, from the gadda where I was sleeping, and I'd see mom and dad holding each other really close and dancing. And suddenly I'd feel left out. Within seconds, I used to be in between them, between their knees, standing on top of my dad's feet, hugging my dad's knees like that, and dancing along with them, swaying along with them as they danced. When I got tired of dad's knees, I would turn around, hug mom's knees, and we'd continue dancing. So it was chota sa, pyara sa parivar. We're very, very happy.